I could see this.
Okay. So this is here I will explain you about the latest version, that is R12 SP1. Okay. So in this PPT we will I will explain you why we need the workload automation. Obviously there are lots of questions. There are difference between the automation and workload automation. So we will explain, like I will explain the difference between automation and workload automation. Why we are using this extra workload word here before automation. Okay, so this thing we will cover here, and then I will explain what is Autosys. Why we need Autosys? We have different
Can I have
tools.
one question, please?
Yeah, yeah, please.
What is Autosys and what is workload automation? So what is the difference
Yeah.
between this?
Hmm. So the workload automation is, you have heard about the Python, the Java, right? And
Yes, yes.
right. You also if I talk about the um, simple, yeah. Do you know about this? Your mobile app. Sorry, if I take an example of WhatsApp. So
Okay.
WhatsApp is Autosys, okay, and the code written inside that is, wait, I think leave it. Workload automation is something, name, like, if you want to perform anything related to the batch, anything you want to do, like, you want to execute through automation, like you have a script and you want to execute through automation. So how you will execute? So that comes under a workload automation, right? Same, the
Okay.
Autosys is a tool which which helps to execute the jobs. Autosys is just a tool like Control M, like Tivoli, but the all everything comes under a workload automation. Means we have something, like where we would need to execute the jobs, like script. Obviously, there are so many scripts which we cannot execute manually. So we always
Okay.
go to the workload. We always use the workload automation technique. Workload automation techniques comes under tools like Autosys, Control M, Tivoli. So all this technique comes under Autosys tool.
Okay. So what
So
workload
that,
automation is a basic. So Autosys and
uh,
also control limit under it will come under workload automation, right?
yeah, yeah, right, right. So workload automation
Okay.
is a technique which comes under Autosys tool, Control M tool. So either you can use Autosys, you can use Control M. So all these are part of a workload automation. Automation is different. Automation is something we are automating anything. You can automate, like, obviously we have Chat GPA currently. You know this thing, right? And we have some
Okay.
different AI tools, right? But those are automation. But here we are using as a workflow automation. Means we have a specific task which comes under
Okay.
workload. So a specific task means, if you remember your mobile, you get a message over your mobile on from your bank on your birthday. So how the bank knows, like, today is your birthday? Because there is a script is running behind the server, which is sending a message to your mobile. Why? Because of this workload automation, and that script we call that the task we call as a workload automation.
Okay.
So everything, like, whatever we are like, obviously, I don't know which bank account you are using. So if you open your Bank of Baroda, so in Bank of Baroda application, they have mentioned, if you are using IMPS, immediately you will get the money. If you are using NEFT, half an hour batch, they have mentioned half an hour batch. So why? Because every half an hour their batch will, like, the script will execute. We call it in Autosys, we call it as a batch. So every half an hour the batch will execute and transfer the money. So obviously we cannot do this thing manually. It can be there will be a human error. Obviously, if I forget, okay, after 30 minutes, okay, let's suppose if I just get a snap. Okay, if I get a small error there, I'm not able to execute. Somehow I forgot, okay, I need to execute this. So okay, I forgot. So obviously this may lead a business loss. So to avoid these kind of error, to avoid all these business loss, we always go with the workload automation tool. Either we go with the Autosys, we go with the Control M. We have some best features in Autosys. So because of that,
Okay.
the customers are using Autosys. Even I have done lots of migrations. They're migrating from Control M. They're migrating from
Okay.
Tivoli. They are migrating from TWS. So obviously, Autosys is having a more features as compared to other tools. I have mentioned here that every company needs to ensure critical business transactions. Transaction actually, I told you about that business. Sorry, this bank application, right? So obviously, we call those as a transaction. So transactions are
Yes.
processed on time and without errors. So failed transactions lead to lost revenue and reduced productivity. Automation helps prevent this by enabling you to schedule and manage workload processing across your entire IT environment. Using automation, you can update workload processing schedules in real time to accommodate changing business requirements. You will increase IT productivity by validating schedules and finding errors before they cause production outages. You will actually, when I will give you the examples now, like in during training. So I will give you the example. Okay, you have this kind of scenario. So how you will do that? How you can create the jobs? Obviously, in Autosys we call a single task. We call it as a job. So I will ask you, okay, just create this job. We have this kind of requirement we have. So you would need to create a job. So creating a job, what we require, we have some predefined attributes. We have some mandatory attributes which we need to define a job. So obviously, this thing we will cover here. So same Autosys is a tool actually. If you see, Autosys job management is an industry leading workload automation system and used for defining, scheduling, and monitoring. We can do monitoring as well, right? So if you I told you about the job types here, right? So the command
Yes.
job
Yes.
type, the box job type, file watcher. So file watcher is for monitoring.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So these jobs can be a Unix script, Java program, or Windows batch file. Yeah, it can be anything, in
And one more question.
yeah.
Yeah. For Autosys, do you need any coding? Like any?
No, nothing,
We need to learn
nothing,
any?
nothing. No, nothing. You do not need to write any coding here. What you need to do. Let me show you here. We have this kind of yeah, we call it a job information lag file, the JIL file. So in this JIL, we just need, these are predefined attributes actually. The insert job command, machine, owner, permission, date, condition. So this you will find, but you just need to provide the values here. Like if you know about the Python, right? In Python,
Yes.
it's a simple English language. But in Java, we have a in Python, if it is a single line, then in Java it is a 5 to 6 lines, right? But
Yes.
here, no,
Yes.
it's like a Python. We do not. It's simple language. Like the insert job, we would in by name, you can understand. Okay, insert job means the new job name. Command, what command you want to execute. Machine, where you want to execute your job. Owner, which owner you want to use to execute your script. Permissions, what kind of permissions you want to give. What kind of job type. Okay, date conditions, alarm. So all these, it's easy as Python. You have. So there is no, we do not need any extra language to define to work on Autosys.
You are telling like for any batch processing, we need to
Yeah,
script, right? So I'm asking that one. We need to write
yeah,
or we need to know that
yeah. Okay.
script.
Yeah. Actually, this is a good question. Let me explain you about this. So see, as an Autosys, you do not need to worry about this script here. You will get
Okay.
the script from the application team. Let's suppose I am an Autosys guy, and you are from SQL application team. Okay, and you come to me, hey Aman, I want to execute my SQL queries. So you will give me the SQL query. It's not my duty to write the SQL query for you. You will give me the SQL query. I will schedule that SQL query through Autosys. So if you
Okay.
come to me here, I want to execute my script daily in every 5 minutes. Okay, so what will happen? I will ask you. Okay, just give me the script. You will give me the script. You will give me the code, whatever you have written in your script, and I will schedule that script. So scheduling part, handling everything is a Autosys work, but writing a script is the application team work.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
don't get confused. If I'm talking about the script, script means the application team will give you the script, not
Okay.
your responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so here in my PPT. So obviously, as I told you, I will start from the basics. So
Oh,
here I
yeah.
have
Okay.
mentioned here the Autosys, the benefits of Autosys. Obviously, these everything I will explain you in details. The lower IT costs, multi-platform scheduling, single point of control, alerts, enterprise-wide cross-platform job management, high availability, multi-database support, job rename, agent upgrade in with zero downtime, and notification support, cluster aware, Jill syntax checker, cross-instance scheduling, and then we have the components here. So I will explain all these components in detail when we start training. Also, I have mentioned in the PPTs, like we will cover each and every component in detail. So we have database,
And
schedule.
one more.
Yeah.
What are the prerequisites for Autosys?
Uh, for training, there is no prerequisites. Just if you have like if you have worked on servers, if you have worked on server, then it's good. If not, then I will explain you what is server, what is auto, everything I will explain. There is no, if I show you my this you can see here, who should take Autosys training. Autosys training for is for beginners, people who want to learn about Autosys, people looking for an Autosys administrator certification, project managers, HR, anyone who want to learn Autosys, they can go with this training. There are no prerequisites for taking up an Autosys training course. A basic understanding of Windows, like Linux server is required. If you have, then okay. If not, then it's okay. Because I will explain you whatever environment I'm going to use. I will explain you about the basic of the server. So there is
Okay.
no prerequisite, because we are not going for any coding here.
Okay. Autosys installed in Windows servers or Linux servers?
In all three environments, the Windows, Linux, or Windows,
Okay.
Linux, and Unix.
Yeah. Yeah,
So in
okay.
all the environments, you can install. Okay.
Okay.
So this is client web server, and here high availability. I will explain you about the high availability, like when you deploy to the project, and there how you like obviously you will see there the high availability. If one goes down, the another instance is going to start. Okay, so I will explain about the high availability here. Same, I will
Okay.
explain you about the process, like how the Autosys is working, how the Autosys process is executing. Means how, like, first Autosys like scheduler is communicating to application server, how the job is
Can you show
communicating,
me?
how job is getting.
Can you show me
Yeah,
Autosys architecture? How it will like?
this is the architecture.
Okay. So can you explain this? So
Scheduler
what is
is,
the process and what Linux will do and what scheduler will do? So what is
yes.
the
So
interlinks in between this?
huh. So see, in Autosys, this complete this architecture, we call it as an instance. This is one instance. This is a
Instance.
basic architecture instance. This is basic
Okay.
architecture, and we call it as a one instance. If
Okay.
I just copy this PPT, and if I copy everything, and add one extra slide here, and the two structure will call it as a two instance. If we are if we are not syncing, then it will be two instance. If we are syncing, then it become a high availability. Okay, so this is we call it as a instance. In one instance, we have one scheduler, one application server, one database, one web server, one UI, we call it workload control center, and n number of agents. N number of agents. I will explain you about the agents later. I will explain first these components. So scheduler is a Autosys heart, where everything is processed. Means when obviously scheduler is a heart. Means everything is going to process from the scheduler. When this job needs to be triggered, when this job near, like all the commands will go through scheduler, and it will execute each and every command on scheduler. Okay, application server is a communication interface. Like I am talking with you through this GoTo platform. Okay, so GoTo is a communication interface between me and you. So application server is a communication interface between scheduler and database. Okay, and this is also a communication interface between the Autosys UI and database, this Autosys database. Same, we have the web server. So web server, if you have heard about the APIs, right? So
Yeah.
here in Autosys we have the REST API. Okay, so Autosys, obviously we can execute the jobs, the basic commands we can execute through API as well. Like we have a specific Autosys API. So using those API, we can import the GIL file, we can export, and we can create the GIL file, we can execute the command. So everything we can do through Autosys REST API. Okay, so this is they have added the Autosys R12 SP1. Okay, and this database, obviously we have three kind of database in Autosys. Uh, like three kind of database Autosys supports. The one is Sybase, Oracle, and Azure. Okay,
Okay.
same we have WCC here, that is Autosys UI. Autosys UI is also having its own database, but this database is just used for saving this Autosys UI data, not the actual data. Actual data is stored in this Autosys ADB database. Now coming to the Autosys agent, Autosys agent is something where we execute, where we have the script. Let's suppose as I take if I take the previous example, like the Oracle, like if you are from Oracle team, and if you have the obviously you will have your Oracle database. Okay, so Oracle database will become as a Autosys agent. Okay, so obviously
Okay.
your Oracle database is installed on Linux or Azure. So it depends on the application. Obviously it's their call, like whether they are using a Linux machine or Windows machine. But yeah, if they come to us, okay, hey, we want to. If I take an example of simple command, like simple Linux server. Okay, you are from Linux team and you have some script, and you come to me, hey Aman, okay, we got to know that you can execute our script with the automation. I will tell you, okay, yeah, we can execute. We have the capability through Autosys. Okay, so what would be the prerequisite? So I will explain you. Okay, we want your server where you want to execute a script. Okay, so
Uh,
they
I
will
have one question.
yeah.
Okay. So Artus is under all installed in one instance, right? So the script and also everything is in one instance or some different servers.
So script is, see, don't get confused about the agent server and scheduler. So see, Autosys will install on this box. This, you can see, this
Okay.
box is for Autosys, and these are the client servers. Client server means if you are from Linux team, so these servers are belongs to your team only. So if
Okay.
obviously you will come to me, hey Aman, I want to execute my script. So I will ask you, okay,
Okay.
just give me your server. I will install my agent. Agent means, obviously, let me explain you agent with simple example. You are using WhatsApp in your mobile, right?
Okay.
And but you don't know about the backend. Backend is in the Facebook database,
Okay.
right? Because see, WhatsApp belongs to Facebook company, the Meta, right? So
Okay. Yeah.
WhatsApp data center is available in the Meta data center, but WhatsApp client is installed in your mobile. You are not accessing directly the Autosys database. So same here, the Linux team will access should Autosys through their agent, not through Autosys agent. Not, they cannot directly access the Autosys.
Okay.
So Autosys agent is like a WhatsApp application which we download through Google Play. So let's suppose we have downloaded the agent here, and now agent will communicate to Autosys. So whatever we want, whatever user want, whatever we want, we will always the communication will communication will happen through agent and scheduler only.
Okay. The agent could be Linux or Windows. Anything is right.
Right. It can be on any, like if you have Solaris, we will install the Solaris agent. If we have Linux, we will install the Linux agent. Obviously, we have different ISO file. It's not something, I will give you one single. We have single agent, and we can use that exe file on all the OS. No, We have different ISOs file, different for Linux, different for Windows, different for Solaris, different for Unix. Okay, so we have different files. And
Okay.
also, apart from this agent, we can also install the plugin. Plugin means, something extra. Something extra means, do you know about the SAP? SAP, if you heard about SAP,
Yeah, yeah, SAP. I heard about.
S- SAP, right? So
Yes.
SAP. If you get if you get a call from SAP team, and they want to, okay, hey, Aman, we want to execute our SAP job through Autosys. So obviously, SAP is a different tool, right? SAP is a different
Okay.
tool, and SAP is installed on Linux. Let's suppose if SAP is installed on Linux machine. Just okay, just understand. Okay, so SAP is installed on Linux machine. So what SAP team will say, we have the Linux machine, and you can install your agent there. One second. Okay, but but Autosys can communicate with Linux machine, not with the SAP. Obviously, see, SAP is different tool.
Yeah. Can
Agent
I have one
cannot
question?
communicate directly. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Here, SAP. In SAP, we have three Linux servers. So in three
Uh,
each servers, we have to install agents in each servers.
Correct. Yes, yes, yes. In each and every server, you need to install the agent.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
if you want to communicate with different tool, then you need plugin. We will install the plugin on agent. Like if it is SAP, we will install the SAP plugin. If it is Oracle, we will install the Oracle plugin here. If it is a MS SQL, we will install the MS SQL plugin. So it depends, whether you are executing your script on OS itself, or on the application. If it is application, then you need a plugin. If it is simple OS, then you do not need any extra plugin.
Okay.
Okay. So this thing, I will obviously, this is not possible to install plugin. I cannot, so because obviously all these are required in live. All these are, obviously I am having an experience. That's why I'm telling you about the plugins and everything. But if all these are the live project requirement, not, we cannot recreate here. Okay, so here,
Okay.
I have explained. See here, I have explained about the agent and agent plugins, right? So we have the client as well. We can client web server. I have mentioned here. Here, high availability. So here, the interaction between the event server, scheduler, and agent. The job execution flow. How the job is going to execute. So whatever parameters you are importing to the Autosys, so how they are performing. I will explain about the I will explain you flow here. Again, we have the how the event server, application server, and client utilities interacting. Again, we have the web services execution, how the queries is going to execute. So the API, REST API is going to execute. Okay, then we have some questions. Okay, then we will do the installation, like how the Autosys is going to install. So I will explain you. I will create the environment in lab and explain about the installation. Then we have some. Uh,
What are the
then
prerequisites we need to install the Autosys?
Yeah, so we need a server, either Linux or Windows or Unix, and
Okay.
for standalone, there is no prerequisites, like, extra prerequisites. We just need a server, and we need a Autosys software, and Oracle database, or
It
SQL
is a
database,
it
whatever.
is a free service. It is a free service or a paid service.
Yeah, everything is paid service.
Okay.
Okay, so everything is, like, we need everything. If we have everything in our server, we can simply go and install.
Okay.
Okay, and then after installation, we'll start the scheduling part, like, the job creation, how to schedule the job types. So all these things we will this thing we will cover in the sessions.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask me.
No